Hello students, this is your Nagaraj sir, your chemistry teacher. So today we are going to discuss a NEET 2022 question paper which is happened today morning. So this time NEET question paper slightly harder, chemistry subject slightly harder when you compare with the last year. But on overall, so this question paper is slightly easy only. So let us start with the first question here. So let us see the first question. I think you can able to see the question here. The first question here they given the IUPAC name of an element with atomic number 119 is. So you can see there are four options are there. So here the element atomic number they given 119. But this is a very basic question when we studied the periodic table chapter. So I explained clearly, which is very important. So even they asked one time in the NEET examination also I told you clearly. For one, we'll use the IUPAC name and there is one more is there 9. For 9 we'll use the EN. And the name should be end with the IUM beta, IUM. So now here, if I observe here, for the 1, so there is a 119 is there. For 1, which letter is there? An. So for 1, an is there. Next one more one is there. So again an. And for the 9, so EN is there. The name should be end with the IUM. So IUM. NEM. So which option is there? NEM. So the right answer of this question here. So you can see beta, first option is the right answer of this question. NEM is the first option of this question. Let us move to the next question here. So now let us see the second question. So now you can able to see the question here. The question they given RMGX, that is Grignard reagent we call, which is reacting with the carbon dioxide. So there is a gives rise to Y in the presence of dry ether. And when it is hydrolysis, it is giving the corresponding carboxylic acid and is asking the what is Y. In the question they clearly mention RMGX. So which is reacting with the carbon dioxide, in the presence of dry ether beta. They given here dry ether they given, and there is a formation of Y is takes place. After this one, when you hydrolysis this one, H3O plus means hydrolysis, which is giving the carboxylic acid and is asking the what is Y. So now let us see what is Y. So this is a very basic reaction beta. Now here Grignard reagent act as a nucleophile out of RMGX. So it is exists as a R minus and MGX is a plus beta. So now this one act as a electrophile. How sir? So now you can see this is the carbon dioxide. So exists as a C double bond O, C double bond O. Now oxygen is a high electronegative. So the electron which are present in between the carbon and oxygen, these two electrons will be shifted towards the oxygen direction. Now on the carbon you will have the partial positive charge, on oxygen you will have the partial negative charge. In this time whatever the RMGX is there, so that is on the R there is a negative charge, so MGX is a positive charge one. This is positive charge one. So the negative one will attack the where the electrophilicity is present. So in the carbon dioxide and the carbon we have the positive charge. This R minus will attack on carbon. So where the negative charge is there, positive charge. We know. So in between the opposite charges there is a good attractions will be there. Positive charge will like negative charge, negative will like positive charge. The product we will get. So C double bond O. Now on the carbon there is a R is present. So this oxygen is attached to the positive part MGX beta. This is the product. So this is Y. If you hydrolysis this one, you will get the RCOOH. So now how sir? Here hydrogen will come, here OH will come. So this is converted as a carboxylic acid. That is this one beta. So which option is matching this Y? So if you see out of these four options, here the first option same as it is this one beta. Right option of this question is the first option. So now let us move to the next question. So the next question, let us see this question beta. So among the following, which one will have the maximum lone pair repulsions from the given options? So there are four options are there. The first option they given here, so chlorine trifluoride. Second option they given here IF5, and third option they given here SF4, and the fourth option they given here, that is XeF2 beta, XeF2. Out of these four, which one has the maximum lone pair repulsions? For that one, we should know the shape of the molecule. So ClF3, so hybridation of the ClF3 here. So here this will have the, so 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 means sp3d. So how many lone pairs are there? So there are 2 lone pairs are present. For this one, how many lone pairs are there? Only one lone pair is present on this one. How, sir? Valence electrons of iodine is 7. Out of 7 is 5 is involving the bonding. 5 is involving left are 2 electron. 2 electrons is nothing but one couple. One couple is the lone pair is 1 beta. Now next is SF6. So valence electrons of the sulfur is 6. Out of 6, 4 are involved in the bonding. There are 2 electrons are left. So 2 electrons means 1 lone pair. Number of lone pairs are 1. In the case of xenon, so here xenon have the 8 electrons in the valence shell. Out of 8 and 2 are involved in the bonding, 6 electrons are left. 6 means there are 3 lone pair electrons are present. Maximum lone pair repulsion will be present in the case of XeF2. How? Let us write the structure of this one also. ClF3, so this will have the T shape. Now here fluorine will be present, here also fluorine, so here also fluorine. You can see like a T type. So there is a one lone pair here, here also one lone pair is present. So T type of shape. When comes to this molecule here, so this will have the shape like this one beta. How, sir? So here you can see here iodine is present beta, IF5. Only one lone pair is present here. So here one fluorine is present. Here also one fluorine is present. So there is a one more fluorine is here. So there is a one more fluorine is here and lone pair is here beta. This one shape of this one is seesaw shape. So here only one lone pair is present. Minimum repulsions is present. But here there are 2 lone pairs are there which are adjacent to each other. There is a maximum repulsion. In the case of SF4, so now if you observe, so this one, this is also same as this one beta. How, sir? So now if you observe, so SF4, so here one fluorine is there, here also one fluorine, here one fluorine, here also one fluorine. There is a one lone pair is present, minimum repulsions are present. In the case of XeF2, so this will have the linear shape, one fluorine this direction, one more fluorine here, lone pair electrons, here one lone pair, here one lone pair, here also one lone pair. There are 3 lone pairs are present in the equilibrium position and 2 fluorines are present, one is above and one is below is present. So because of, so this 3 lone pairs in the equatorial position, this will have the maximum repulsions because 3 lone pairs are present. The right option of this question is XeF2 is the right answer beta. So here I supposed to write one more fluorine. So total 5 fluorine should be there. So right option is 4th option beta. Let us move to the next question here. So let us move to the next question, my dear students. In this question, they are asking which of the following is not aromatic. So he is asking not aromatic. So he is not asking the which of the following aromatic. He is asking the which of the following is not aromatic. There are 4 options are there. Let us write the options once again here, my dear student. First option is given. So this one beta. This is the first option. Second option is given has the, so this one tropylium cation we call. This is the second option he given. And third option he given has, so this is here positive charge. And last option he given as the fourth option. This one. There are four options are given. So he's asking which of the following is not aromatic. So condition for, first we should know condition for aromatic. So the compound should be cyclic. Compound should be cyclic. And the second condition, it should be how the conjugation throughout the cyclic. Conjugation. And third one, the compound should be planar. So condition for the planar, the compound should have the sp or sp2 hybridization. Whatever the carbon atoms are there, those should be sp or sp2. Fourth one, so it should have the 4n plus 2 pi electrons. This one we call Haeckel rule also. These four rules, if it is following, that particular compound said to be aromatic. So first one, let us see here, my dear students. So in this one, first one it is a cyclic. Yes sir, it is a cyclic. Next to second one, conjugation, pi sigma lone pair. So negative charge, so sigma and pi. Conjugation is there. Conjugation also there. Planar, so hybridization of the all the carbons are sp2. Some student they may think this is the sp3 sir. No sir, actually this negative charge is involved in the delocalization. Hybridization of this carbon is sp2 only. All are sp2, which is a planar. So next let us check the pi electrons. So here one pi bond is there, here also one pi bond, two pi bond, and when these negative charge involving in the bonding, it is also act as a pi bond. There are 3 pi bond, 3 2s are 6. So 6 pi electrons are there. So 4n pi electrons means if the n is equal to 0, 2 pi, n is equal to 1, 6 pi, n is equal to 2, 10 pi, n is equal to 3, 14 pi. So if it is matching with these, any of this one, that is comes under the aromatic. Now here 6 pi electrons, here also 6 pi is there, nothing but this is comes under the aromatic. In the case of second option also, so let us say it is a cyclic. Conjugation is there, pi sigma pi sigma pi. So pi sigma positive charge, conjugation is there. Hybridization, all the carbons are sp2 hybridization only. Next let us check the number of pi electrons. So number of pi electrons, if you check here, so pi, there are 3 pi bonds are there, 3 2s are 6 pi electrons are there. 6 pi means again it is a aromatic. So let us move to this option beta. So when comes to this option here, so here positive charge sigma pi, conjugation is there, cyclic is there, so sp, all the carbons are sp2, so which is a planar. Next one is number of pi electron. There are 2 pi electrons are there. If it is contain the 2 pi electron, that is also comes under the aromatic. You can check 2 pi electrons. Next last option, fourth option, if you see, so in this one, so this is a cyclic no issue. So next let us see the conjugation. So pi sigma pi, conjugation, pi sigma pi, conjugation, but here pi sigma again sigma means no conjugation. Conjugation is not there. One more thing, the carbon which is present here, this carbon hybridization is sp3, which is a non-planar. For our aromatic it should be planar, sp or sp2, but all are contain the single bond. Carbon contain all single bonds, so that's why it is a sp3. So sp3 means it is not following the aromatic condition, so means it is not aromatic beta. In the question also is asking the which of the following is not aromatic. Right option of the question is fourth option beta. So this question. Let us move to the next question here. So here the question is given, in 1 molar solution that contains 0.5 mole of a solute, there are 4 options are there. First option here he given 500 ml of solvent. Second option 500 grams of the solvent. Third option 100 ml of the solvent, and the fourth option 1000 grams of the solvent. So first let us see what is given in the question, what is asking here. For all the options are, if you observe, related to solvent only. Is talking volume of the solvent or weight of the solvent. So the first point you should understand in the question, they given here 1 molal. What is mean by 1 molal? 1 molal is nothing but molality is equal to 1. So when I explain the class also, I clearly told you. So to make you confusion, instead of molality, you will give the molal. So here also in the question, this time also they came molal only. You will get the confusion. No sir, I explained in the class clearly. So instead of molality, they will give the molal. Same it is came in the question. Need 2022 it came. So now here molality M. So is equal to, he given 1 molal means molality is equal to 1. And he given the, so 0.5 moles of solute. Nothing but, so number of moles of solute is equal to how much is given? 0.5. First we'll write the molality formula. Molality is equal to, so number of moles of solute into 1000 by weight of the solvent in grams beta. Here what is this one sir? Weight of solvent. See why I wrote in the grams, but if you observe all the options, those are in the grams only. So if you take in the kg, you should again convert into grams. That's why directly I taken as the, so in the grams only the formula. Now molality is equal to given as the 1, number of moles is equal to 0.5 into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams beta, weight of solvent. From this one we can calculate as the weight of solvent. So weight of solvent is equal to 0.5 into 1000, which is equal to 500. But what is the units? Here ml or grams? Here just only grams beta. 500 grams. In the formula I told you grams. The right answer of the question here 500 grams is the answer of the question. Which option here matching? So if you observe, second option is the 500 grams of solvent. This is the right answer of the question, my dear students. So one more thing, you can eliminate the two options here. First option and third option is you can eliminate. Why sir? Molality is related to weight of the solvent. But if you observe first option, third option, 500 ml of the solvent, 1000 ml of the solvent. So it is not related to volume, it is just related to weight. So weight of the solvent, that is 500 grams is the right answer, which is the second option beta. Now let us move to the next question. Here the next question here. So next question here, which of the following sequence of the reaction is suitable for synthesis of chlorobenzene? Is asking, so out of these four options, which one is the suitable to prepare the chlorobenzene beta? So let us see the first option here. First option is given as the benzene is given, benzene, second and chlorine and anhydrous FeCl3, anhydrous FeCl is given. So this is the Friedel-Crafts alkylation, which we learned very easy one beta. So Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation, halogenation we learned. So this is related to halogenation beta. So simply addition of the halogen is there. This the halogenation is there. How the reaction will be takes place? Let us see here. So this whatever the anhydrous FeCl3 is there, this will act as a Lewis acid. Lewis acid, which can accept the pair of electrons. Now chlorine is there, Cl2. Cl2 means I can write as a ClCl, and which is going to react with the FeCl3. So this is act as a Lewis acid. There is a vacant orbital is present near the Lewis acid. Now this pair of two electrons, they shifted towards the chlorine. So this chlorine is getting the electron. This will attack on the Lewis acid. Now what you will get sir? You will get the FeCl4 minus. Already existing 3 chlorines are there. Now extra one more chlorine. There are 4 chlorines are there. FeCl4 minus. But whatever the chlorine is there, what about this chlorine? So 2 electrons are present in the bond between the chlorine and chlorine. Now 2 electrons shifted to this chlorine. Now this chlorine is losing the electron. It is a electron deficient species. On this chlorine you will have the positive charge beta, Cl plus. Now this act as a electrophile in this reaction. Electrophile in this reaction. So benzene is there. So benzene act as a nucleophile, we studied in the class. So when it is react with the electrophile, there is a formation of corresponding chlorobenzene. I clearly explained the mechanism of this reaction. But what is the role of this Lewis acid, sir? It will generate the electrophile. So from this one you will get the hydrogen. That hydrogen again react with this chlorine. You will get the HCl and FeCl3. This one we clearly learned in the class. Same question we discussed, same thing came in the NEET beta. So easy question. This is a very basic question they ask. So right answer of the question is first option. Because in this one they are asking the chlorobenzene preparation. We are getting the first option. It is not necessary to check the remaining three options. First option. We can save our time beta. Let us move to the next question here. So the next question which is related to diborane. Let us see the question beta. Which of the following statement is not correct about the diborane? First option, there are 3 center 2 electron system. And second option, there are 4 BH bonds are present. So 2 electron 2 bonds these are. And third option they given, there are 4 terminal hydrogens are there. So 2 borons lies on the one plane they given. Fourth option, both the borons are sp2 hybridization. He is asking which of the following is not correct. So now let us see about the diborane once again. So I clearly explained, it's a basic question. You can directly predict fourth option is the right answer. Because I told you when I discussed the class, I told you in the class directly they will ask related to diborane, hybridization of boron. Boron I clearly boron in the diborane boron hybridization is sp3. I clearly explained the class. Now once again let us see here my dear students. Now if you see the structure of the diborane, so now here there is a bridge will be there. I told you in between the two boys there is a girl is present which is hydrogen. Now here also there is a one more girl is present in between these two boys. This is a bridged kind which is out of the plane I told you. And here there is a one hydrogen, here also hydrogen will be there. So here hydrogen and here hydrogen. So this one also called be banana bond, our favorite one, banana one. So here also one more banana bond I told you. I told you this is the 3 center 2 electron system. How sir? 1, 2, 3. 3 center 2 electrons will be present in this one. Here also this is also 3 center 2 electron system. So rest are these two are 2 electron 2 center system. This is also 2 electron 2 center. Now if you observe out of this one, so this bridged one is the out of the plane and rest of the in the plane beta. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 atoms are present in the plane. That too 4 BH bonds are in the plane as well as 2 borons are in the plane beta. So 2 borons means 4 hydrogens plus 2 borons. You can say 6 atoms are present in the plane. So this one, and these 2 bridged hydrogens are out of the plane. Now, so this is I called as the 2 center 2 electron. So if you observe the options, we'll see. Before going to observe the option, let us see the hybridization of boron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bonds are there. For the any atom, if the 4 bonds are there, the hybridization will be sp3 because all are sigma bonds only. For this one also, there are 4 bonds are there which is also sp3 beta. Now we will read the options one by one. There are 3 center 2 electron bonds are present. Yes sir, there are 3 center 2 electron bonds are present. First option is right. Second option, 4 terminal BH bonds are 2 center 2 electron bonds. Yes sir. So there are 2 center 2 electron bonds. How many are there? BH 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. Second option also right. And third option, 4 terminal BH atoms and the 2 boron atoms lie in the one plane. I told you just now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all in the one plane beta. And the last option is given both the borons are sp2 hybridization. But here what is the hybridization beta? sp3. So means incorrect option is the fourth option. It is blindly you can answer this question beta. This is a direct statement which I discussed in the class and I told you which is very important topic for our NEET examination. Clearly I explained beta. Let us move to the next question here my dear students. So the next question here, a 10-liter flask contains 64 grams of oxygen at 27 degrees Celsius. Assume O2 gas is behaving ideally. Oxygen gas behaving like ideally. The pressure inside the flask in the bar is asking the what is the pressure. अरे ये तो basic question which we discuss. Same type of question I discussed in the class. Did you remember? Which one? This question is related to ideal gas equation. Ideal gas means we remember who? PV Sindhu. PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. Now P is equal to, we need pressure only, is equal to nRT. So I can write the N as the weight by molar mass into RT by V. In this question even he given the R value also. R is equal to 0.0831 he given. So liter bar. Let us substitute the values. How much weight is given? In the question he given the 64 grams of oxygen. Oxygen means O2 molar mass is equal to 2 into 16 which is equal to 32 betas. So 64 by 32 into R. R how much they given here in this question? 0.0831. See, maximum times R value they will give in the question, but even if they are not going to give also, you should remember better 0.0831 into, so they given the temperature, but the point here temperature they given in the 27 degrees Celsius, but we should convert into Kelvin. If you convert into Kelvin, you should add the 273, the total value it will become as a 300 Kelvin into 300. By value how much they given? 10 liters, ones are, twos are, so 0 0. So if you multiply this one, this is, so 38 is the 8 is the 24 into 2 means, so 48.5 is there, means approximately 4.9 bar is coming better. In the question is asking the bar only. The bar is the right answer of the question. Pressure is equal to 4.9. So which option is matching 4.9? So fourth option is the right answer of the question. It's a very basic question based on the ideal gas equation, which we discuss so many very difficult questions we discuss in the states of matter. It is a basic question in the states of matter ideal gas equation. Let us move to the next question. The next question here, for a first order reaction, A gives rise to product. Initial concentration of A is 0.1 m, which becomes 0.001 m after 5 minutes. The rate constant for the reaction in minute inverse. Clearly you see the question is asking the rate constant, that too in the minute inverse. Given time is in the minutes only, so asking in the final answer in the minute inverse, so nothing to change in the units of the time beta. First we'll write the what is given in the question. So initial concentration, so this is A is gives rise to product beta. Generally we will consider the initial concentration is small a. So at that time this is 0 beta. After some time, so this is generally A minus X, it will become, this is X beta. In the according to data of the question is giving the, so initially it is started with a concentration of 0.01. At that time is equal to 0 beta. After 5 minutes, means time is equal to 5 minutes, it became as a 0.001. Is asking the what is the rate constant of this one. We know rate constant K is equal to 2.303 by time log A by A minus X. A by A minus X. Just substitution only. 2.303. So time is given as a 5 minutes into log A. Initial concentration is 0.5. And final concentration is only giving, it becomes 0.001. Now here 2.303 by 5 into log, so this is when it is becomes above, so 1 point decimal is this one and here decimal will come, so nothing but this is 10 power minus 2 will like this one, 10 power minus 2. So 10 power minus 2, when it is coming above, it will become as the 10 power plus 2 beta. 10 power plus 2 it will become. Now here, so this log 10 power 2 is nothing but 2 only. 2.0.3 by 5 into this is 2 log 10 beta. Log 10 is equal to, we know, 1 beta. If you do the calculation of this one, so you will get the answer 0.9 beta. So which option is matching with a 0.9? So the second option is matching with a 0.9212. That is the right answer of the question. Second option is the right one. Let us move to the next question, my dear students. So the next question here is asking the IUPAC name of this compound. So let us write the once again this compound beta. So here they given like this one. Here they given bromine, and here they given chlorine, and here they given the one methyl, and here they given the OH. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes beta. Is asking the name of this compound beta. So here the functional group, what are the functional group, what are the substitution beta? This is very basic question beta, which we discuss a very difficult one. There are 3 functional group, 4 functional group we discuss. Here only one functional group is there, that is OH beta. OH is the main functional group, rest are the substitutions. If you count the numbering from here, so 1, 2, 3. If you start the numbering here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should give the least priority to the functional group. Now numbering will be start with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the longest chain. So there are 6 carbons are present. Now what are the substitutions are present? One is bromine is present. Bromine, the letter will start with a B, and one more is methyl, letter will start with a M, and one more chlorine, letter will be start with a C. Which substitution I should write first? So according to alphabet I should write. So here substitution is bromine is first it is coming. So the right one is 1 bromo. Next letter it is methyl M and chlorine C. So chlorine, next letter is chlorine. Which one? 5. So 5 chloro. Methyl, which substitution beta? Fourth substitution. 4 methyl. So next, how many carbons are there? There are 6 carbon. 6 carbon means we'll call eggs. So what is the functional? Alcohol. Alcohol means name will end with a OL beta, hexanol. But which wall? Which substitution? 3. Hexanol is the right answer of the question. Which option is matching beta? Let us see here. The first option is the right one, which is matching with the same as it is which we discussed. So this is the some questions we discussed related to whatever the question paper happened today beta. So now physics sir is looking to discuss some more question. So till now, so wait for the chemistry for the second part 2. I am going to discuss remaining questions in the part 2. Till that time, you please look at the physics questions sir is going to discuss. Thank you very much, my dear students. Dhanyavad.